start with the basics. What's the story behind the name Herobust?
Honestly, like it's kind of just gibberish. I knew when I was trying to come up with a name, which is really hard, by the way. I just knew that I wanted people to have to listen to the music if they wanted to judge it. You know, like some names you can hear just off the bat can be polarizing. You might think, oh, I like that or I don't like that. But if the name has no connotation, no real meaning, then it kind of forces the listener to go by the music, which is what I wanted.
Alright. So, at what point did you decide you wanted to pursue music full time?
I finished college. I went to University of Georgia, and I studied. I was like pre-med there, and I took my MCAT, applied to schools. Was basically deciding where I was going to go, and just kind of told myself and my family I'm going to take a year to try music. If it doesn't work, I'll reapply to schools next year, just go to med school, whatever. So it was after I graduated school, and in that year I had made enough progress to feel comfortable sticking with it.
Yeah. I didn't know that you had to UGA. That's crazy. So, what are some of the artists, maybe even outside the realms of EDM, dubstep, trap, that you find yourself getting influenced by?
I love Andre 3000. He's probably the best. Yeah, in general, I mean, I grew up on southern hip hop, so I mean that does include Outkast, but also includes everything from 3 6 Mafia to Pastor Troy, Lil Jon Youngbloods, Big Mob.
Yeah, they all played tonight, didn't they?
What's up? Yes,
Pastor Troy, Big Mob. Yeah. We tried to go by there.
Do you know if they have another one tomorrow? Because they've been doing it all week. They've been having their shows in the Centennial Park.
Unless you got a way to get past everything in there, don't even mess with it.
Oh, I haven't been. Is it really?
Yeah. Alright, so bass music is always evolving. Artists such as yourself always pushing the limits with sounds and samples that you create. But with that being said, what's the current trend in heavy bass music that you love, and what's one that you wish would just kind of die off?
I mean, obviously, rhythm is the current trend, and rhythm is super cool. What I love about it is, I mean, it's called rhythm, right? Because there's a very, very simple lead that just, it's not about actually the way the lead sounds. It's about how you use it percussively. It's the rhythm that you're using with that one sound. It is repetitive, but if you find that rhythm that just makes you feel it, that's what made it really special. You know what I mean? So I think that aspect of rhythm is sick, and you really always see it now. Every genre, once it pops off, it gets super maximal, and like you had dubstep and then you had bro step, and you had the minimal vibey rhythm, and now you have all this tear out rhythm. It's almost not even, it's not even really rhythm anymore. So I would never say oh, I want this trend to end, or I don't like this or whatever, because it's all relative. But I will say it is nice when before those trends get kind of bastardized, what rhythm was at the core was super super dope.
Right. So, how did you come about transitioning from the early styles of music to tracks like John Squidham and Dead Nate and What the Fuck?
It was just a really, really gradual process. I don't think, me personally, maybe some artists can choose what they're inspired by and what they're not, but for me it's just what's around me in my life. And when I first was making beats, I was just chilling at home, watching Adult Swim, smoking weed or whatever. So the music I made was music that was good to smoke weed and watch cartoons too, right? But then as I started to make it my career, I was in clubs more. And so then I was inspired by all this the dance floor mentality and the energy of the club. So my music just gradually got more and more dance oriented. So it was a very gradual thing just for me spending more time in clubs.
Alright, so Do you find producing tracks to be an easier process when you're using samples and presets that you've made yourself rather than using ones from an artist?
Not to be on any kind of self-righteous shit at all, but like I never use anybody else's presets or like anything like that. You can write great music that way. A lot of people do, but for me personally, I know that my strength is in designing those sounds and like you apply your preference to every little thing, and then it sounds like you. It sounds very uniquely you, and I just feel like that's my strength, so I've always kind of stuck to doing that.
Well, can you name some of the up-and-coming artists that you've been following that seriously impressed you, maybe any that you set?
For sure. On the production tip, like Alan Moore, he's like virtuoso, crazy music theory shit. I love Hesh. Everybody loves Hesh. But I just love his commitment to that that Texas rap vibe, like right now in EDM, there's not a ton of appreciation for hip hop, like I listen to rap on, when I go to listen to music, I listen to rap. I don't really listen to EDM as much, and but I know that my fan base is more into like EDM, dubstep, like stuff like that, and I'm sure it's the same for him, but his commitment to still carry that vibe and like all of his breakdowns, even just like the way he is, the way he dresses, the way he like his Instagram, even like he carries himself like a hip hop act, and like I fuck with just him, how individual he is, and like I fuck with him.
I'm still doing it in a couple weeks. So at Lost Lands, you start your openers, the Jurassic remix of What the Fuck. The entire crowd, including ourselves, are singing along and loving it. How does it feel to look out at a sea of fans all reacting so positively to something you've created?
It was hilarious. It was so funny. It was just the kind of thing where like I made it at home. I knew it was like stupid and ridiculous, but I knew it was gonna be a moment. You know what I mean? So it was just knowing that I had that, I could just walk up and hit play and just kind of watch it occur to all these people. Like it's great. I mean, it's like telling a joke that everybody laughs at. Like everybody knows that feeling. Like you tell a joke, everyone laughs, and you're like, yeah, like
we all talk about it for the rest of the weekend.
Right.
So do you think festivals like Bass Canyon, like Lost Lands, have a positive impact on heavy bass music and its fan base?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think it puts everybody in one place. So that's really cool that all these people that share these common interests, that live in different cities, different states, get together and like party and celebrate something that they like. Especially because in a lot of places, it's not so cool to be into dubstep or EDM. Like a lot of these kids are in like high school or college or whatever, and it may be kind of like socially frowned upon or whatever, and for them to be able to come to a place where it's just so many people like them, that feeling of belonging that they get, like it's awesome.
So I saw you get to serve some deliciousness
Yeah.
to all your fans that weekend. So what is a festival food you think is a must-have for any music festival?
Have y'all been to Bonnaroo?
Yeah.
Okay, like the spicy pie, like the spicy pizza.
Yeah, my friend.
Yeah, that shit's really dope. The chicken and waffles at Los Angeles was sick too. Shambhala has the best food of any festival. I'm gonna go on record and say that. Like they got like vegan, gluten-free, anything you want. It's like a super heady festival, so their food is like on some lower shit. But it's great.
So is there a moment, whether on tour or at a festival, that you will never forget that kind of made you think like this is what I do this for? That sticks out?
I mean, it's hard to say, but every night, the whole experience is so surreal. When you play for people, every night, no matter how big or small the show is, it's an opportunity for that group of people in front of you, and yourself included, to really become like what feels like a family. You know what I mean? And it doesn't happen every show. Some shows go off and people rage and they mosh pit and stuff, and they go home, and you never really feel that. But some shows you can just tell, like, people are connected, and like that feeling is like that's everything. Like that's all you really want.
So last question, with Atlanta becoming more and more of a solid choice for hosting major sporting events, music festivals in the South, such as this weekend, what are some spots around here that you believe people visiting their hometown absolutely cannot miss out on?
People visiting? Clermont Lounge. For sure.
Yes, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, Clermont Lounge. You know, I mean, people will say Magic City and all that stuff. I'm like, that's not my thing. I'm more of a Clermont Lounge kind of person, I guess. But also food, man. Atlanta's exploded with good food everywhere. So yeah, definitely eat good while you're here.